Hello, my name is Henry Steelhammer, and I'll be doing two monologues, one from the Laramie Project and one from Much Ado About Nothing. My son Matthew did not look like a winner. He was rather uncoordinated and wore braces from the age of 13 until the day he died. However, in his all too brief life, he showed that he was a winner. On October 6, 1998, my son tried to show the world he could win again. On October 12, 1998, my son and hero lost. On October 12, 1998, my son and my hero died, 50 days before his 22nd birthday. Now, I keep asking myself the same thing I did when I first saw Matthew in that hospital bed. What would he have become? How would he have taken his small piece of the world and changed it for the better? Matt officially died in a hospital in Fort Collins, Colorado. He actually died tied to a fence post on the outskirts of Laramie. You, Mr. McKinney, with your friend, Mr. Henderson, left him out there to die alone. But he wasn't alone. He had his friends with him, friends he had grown up with. You're probably wondering who those friends were. First, he had the night sky and the same stars and moons that we used to see through a telescope. Then he had the sun to shine down on him. And through it all, he was breathing the scent of pine trees on the snowy range. And the wind, the ever-present Wyoming wind. Felt it for the last time. He had one more friend. He had God. And I feel better knowing he wasn't alone. Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. An oak with what one green leaf on it would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I'd been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man at a mark with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there would be no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, though she were endowed with all that Adam had possessed before he transgressed. She would have made Hercules have turned spit, yea, and cleft his club to make the fire too. Come, talk not of her, you will find her the infernal Ate in good apparel. I would to God some scholar would conjure her away from here, because certainly a man may live as quietly in sanctuary as in hell, and men sin upon purpose, for they would go thither. So indeed does all horror, perturbation, and terror follow her.